In this video, I want to talk about, in my opinion, one of the best custom cards to build your own dynamic dashboards. If you haven't done so, make sure you install it via Hux. What does Auto Entities do? It basically lets you filter out entities and build part of your dashboard dynamically. You can see here how I use it on my dashboard for my chores setup. If you haven't seen the video about it, I will link it in the top corner. Basically what I'm doing is, on top it will only show the chores that are turned on and on the bottom the ones that are turned off. As you can see, I'm doing pretty good on chores right now. Okay, let me walk you through and show what Auto Entities can do. Let's create a new card and add Auto Entities. First, it looks a bit overwhelming, but it is really powerful once you understand it, and almost everything can be configured via the UI. Basically, we have two filters, one to include entities and one to exclude entities. Let's start with including some entities. If we add a filter here, we can add a new rule. There are many rules available, like area, attribute, device, domain, entity category, and many more. But it gets even more powerful if we combine multiple ones. Let's do a specific use case I use quite often. I want the card to show all the lights from a specific area, like the bedroom. On the right you can see it now shows all the different entities from the bedroom, but we only want to see the lights, so we can add a second rule, which is domain, and we type in domain light. Now it only shows the lights. If we save the card, we have dynamically fetched all the lights from the bedroom. However, this looks kinda basic. We might want to use a custom card with Auto Entities. For that, I will use my custom light card. The best way to do this is with a custom button card template. Let's add one real quick. For that, we go to the raw configuration editor and add button card templates at the top. In here, we add the lights RGB card. Now let's save and go back to the card. In the filter, we scroll down to options. Here we can add our code for our custom card. We just have to specify the type and the template. As you can see, it looks very different already. If you have a problem like this, where the colors don't show correctly, make sure you have the right theme set in your user profile. Right now, the Auto Entities card is using an Entities card, but instead we wanted to use a grid. For that we will do a little bit in YAML code. On top where it says card, we will change entities to grid. We set square to false, columns to 2, and the most important part, we set card param to cards. This is the parameter of the grid card, which will be filled with the options from Auto Entities. And now we can see the Auto Entities card is using our custom template. Let's go back to the visual editor. Now let's look at the exclude filter. What if we don't want to show one of the entities? There's many ways on how to do it. We could just pick the entity we want to exclude. However, I think there's a better way. We will create a label to exclude entities. Let's go to Settings, Areas, Labels and Zones, Labels, and create a new label. I will call it No Dashboard. We will use this label to exclude entities from our dashboard. Let's go back to the dashboard and add an exclude rule with the label No Dashboard. As you can see, nothing has changed. However, if we save now and add the label to one of the entities and reload the page, the entity is excluded. I think this is a great way to work with this card, as you can use it for every Auto Entities card in your dashboard. Before we end the video, there's one more thing I want to show you. Actually, Auto Entities is even more powerful. Instead of using the built-in features, you can also use a Jinja template, which opens up even more possibilities. This is what I'm using on my chores dashboard. If you're feeling overwhelmed with this, a great way to start would also be to ask ChatGPT for the code and go from there. ChatGPT is actually quite good at nailing it first try, but sometimes you need to tinker a little bit. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something useful and are able to use Auto Entities in your dashboards now. If you are interested in any of the custom cards, you can find a link in the description. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. If you need help with any of the cards, feel free to join our Discord server. Check out my other videos in which I create more custom cards, show off cool Hux cards, and a tour of my personal dashboard. I'm planning on starting on a new dashboard soon, which we will design live with the community. Thanks for watching.